Hi everyone. So I wanted to talk about a Caltrans automatic for the dropping of the cones and also to pick them up. So my idea was truck bed will have two drop zones for the cones, which will be located at the very end of the truck where um, right behind the wheel, pretty much like the stripe trucks have the cameras, but maybe the cones can be dropped where the the cone people can see where they're actually dropping them, or if they align their wheel to the lines, then they'll drop right there. Um, and then I also wrote, which can be set to drop them off at certain specific intervals of 5 feet, 10 feet, 25 feet, 75 feet, 100 feet, etc. The same can be true when it comes to picking them up, with the intervals being set to automatically pick them up and load them. Now, I was thinking um, that maybe people that have been in the construction industry and have years of experience can, you know, maybe put their own ideas into, um, like this, like in a forum type of thing, um, or submission post, or somewhere where, so we could basically come up with the best cone dropping machine in the market or on the market. And I don't think there's anything like that right now, but I'm talking about futuristic stuff, because right now they have to basically manually pick them up and then drop them and then pick them up and store them. So I guess, like, I think there could be like a not an auction, but like a reward type of system, um, where, if people can submit their ideas and then whoever wins can get a reward. Because, we hear these people are making, these companies or the government spending like millions and millions of dollars on roads and construction workers and stuff like that. So I think it can be done affordably, where these seasoned, experienced workers can submit their ideas as to how this machine can work and work effectively, and then um, grabbing all the highly detailed information, any uh, details can be vital to the future development of this um, truck, um, for the cone dropping truck. And um, I guess when all the information is gathered, then say, for example, you know, someone chooses like the top five, and they maybe add some um, bullet points to give readers a better illustration or more of an idea of what to add on or remove or whatnot, and then advertise that, and then do the same test again. Whoever can make this even better will win this reward or whatever, this incentive. And then um once see, because this is the idea that I just explained is just a simple idea. I mean, I'm sure people have thought about it, but they just haven't really wrapped their mind up about how it will actually function and work. So I think if someone were to present like top five machines that will actually work, like even uh, computer prototypes, like animation prototypes, for illustration purposes for someone, um, then for someone else they might be like, whoa, that's a good idea, but it would be even better if they added this or this or that, that type of thing. So therefore, ultimately getting the best um, cone dropping truck uh, out there for construction workers on a global scale. And because this has been done for a very, very long time, I'm sure. And like they say, if it's not broken, don't fix it, that type of thing. But I'm talking about more um, faster set times, breakdown times, and then obviously, you know, I think it would just benefit the whole industry. And and I was even thinking like where the roads can be paved much faster if they have like two um, cement lane machines on site, depending on how far they want to take the project and stuff like that as well. Um, but that's a different subject, different story. But see, I could show you guys the little illustration that I made. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to capture this, but it's right there. So that was like my little freehand sketch of my truck. There's the cone. It dropped out one. It dropped out one, and then it's about to drop another one. And there's my truck. So, I mean that's just a rough idea of what I was thinking when when I was writing this. And it's not about being lazy. It's just about investing in our future, um, and for future construction and stuff like that. And I guess it can be made, of course, the most affordable, the most reasonable, the most reliable, that type of thing. I guess all that can be considered before constructing, or like even um, making a real prototype, that type of thing. Um, but anyway, see, these are things that I would do personally if I had money, um, to help businesses and people with their jobs, and making it more, in a way, a little bit more easier, more safer. Because right now, someone has to jump in the back of the truck without a seatbelt, and they're basically in a metal like basket. And if a vehicle were to hit the vehicle from the back, that person is not safe. If someone were to hit that vehicle head on, like a head on collision, then that person would really, really get hurt. Um, and then I've done it where I'm dropping the cones and I'm sticking my head out. Not that far, but still, I mean, anything could happen. um, and everyone already knows about all that stuff. So by having a automatic truck cone dropper, I think it will be pretty pretty cool, and obviously for um, any construction, it will make the process much faster, like I said, and for setting it up and breaking it down. So yeah, I don't know. I just felt like sharing this because anyone could do this. Anyone can. Like you can. You know, anyone can. Perfect something if they really set their mind to it. And I think the whole world could get involved with it. And it might not be something that you're interested in, or it's not your type of industry that you want to get into, or you're not into, or you're not involved in. You probably never invested your time, and you probably never went to school for this or whatever. But some people have, and but see, that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about with invent or don't invent. Um, and that's also on Facebook. If you guys didn't know, invent or don't invent, go check it out. Um, and even that business name, it was just the idea that it came to my mind, and that's what I decided to name it. But anyone could change it. Anyone could copycat that, and you know, we could all advance the world together. We could all dream and dream big, because there is no limit to our mind. There is no um, limits to what we can do together as people. I mean, I could go as far as, the people of Babel, when they were building the Tower of Babel, God was like, oh man, I have to confuse their languages or else they're going to do what they have set their minds to. So God actually confused people's, or changed people's translations. And then when that happened, everyone just stopped working on that project. Um, I don't know why he did that. Maybe their intentions were evil or something. I have no idea. But I guess you guys could do your own reading or whatever. Um, but it just proves to show that nothing is impossible if we set our minds to it. And I think this will only help us out in the long run. Um, and then who knows what else will come after this is done, because when invention is out there, eventually it becomes outdated, and then someone else comes out with something newer, something better. So like any other invention, the evolution of inventions, and you know we all just have to start somewhere, and it all starts with I guess our thoughts, and then putting them together, and then making something like this work. It could have a generator to make it function, or not. I mean, anything is possible, and I guess all the ideas are not dumb ideas. All the ideas that people come up with are great ideas. Um, so, and only because some of your ideas might not be implemented on an invention, it doesn't mean that you didn't use your mind, or that you're dumb and you can't come up with something good. Like, you can. You just have to keep trying, and trying and trying over and over again. um that's what it really comes down to. And yeah, I hope that you guys are encouraged in all this, and you guys will continue all this stuff, and like I shared before, this stuff was something that I was inspired to do by watching the Shark Tank shows, and you know they're basically just investors, people that are rich, investing in people that have ideas and new ideas and stuff like that. And I mean, I was amazed not about the people that just got funded, but I was amazed by the new inventions that people came out with.